You ever have that feeling where you're not sure if you're awake or still dreaming?
7 shots.
This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. The story ends.
I see you did something wild to your hair, by the way. She looks crazy. Yeah, I just looked right now like, what the fuck? Like you had some fucking Dennis the Menace shit going on earlier, and then you dried it and did what the fuck are you doing? Alright, anyway, sorry. What's going on, everybody? It's your host, Explicit the Analyst, and this is my mother.
Hello.
So you're not gonna say your name? Penny.
Penny.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. She's like, yeah, I'm me.
I'm me.
I'm her. Oh my god. Alright. So how you doing, mamas?
I'm doing good.
That's what's up. I fucking can't stand when cars are so fucking loud.
That's a motorcycle.
Yes, grammar Nazi. Alright. So I guess this is school time. Alright, so like I remember being young and you cussing in Spanish and me being like, what the fuck? Like, because you never talked to us in Spanish. And that's when I was first curious about our heritage. So I was just like, what the fuck? And then I remember you saying like, yeah, we're Nicaraguan. And I was just like, and I remember telling people that too, and they would look at me like, no, you're not. Like, you look like a straight up white boy. Yeah, I heard it all the time. And I didn't meet my father until I was 16, and he died when I was 18, so I didn't get much a chance to ask about the family on that side.
They were Italian and French and German.
And Mohican. From my father's side. So yeah, that info is vague, but there's much more. Like there was offering a book for me to read and stuff like that. But I rather hear. I don't want to read through a book. I want to hear through the actual experience and through the, you know what I mean. So at an older age, I became more like interested in learning about my heritage history. And so before it was too late, I asked my mom where the Nicaraguan bloodline comes from. So so when I asked her the story originally, it was a very interesting story. It was kind of odd. It has some Final Destination shit going on in there. So I was like, hey yo, I need to hear this. So yeah, like. So when you told me, like, I'm just gonna brush on it and she's gonna start from scratch and then give you the rundown experience. So when I asked you, you said my great grandfather was British Navy, Army?
I think he was Air Force.
Air Force.
He moved around a lot. Plus, he worked on the train.
Oh, okay. Oh, he worked on the trains.
Yeah.
Huh, that's interesting.
That's why we traveled a lot.
That's interesting. Because, you know, my dad named me John Henry after the legend John Henry.
Yeah.
Who used to hammer the nails on the train tracks.
Yeah.
And then you're telling me my great-grandfather worked on the trains. It's a little crazy. But nah, go ahead. Then he met my great-grandmother, who was the Nicaraguan woman.
Yeah.
The Nicaraguense, Maria de la Cruz Bandera. And they moved to America together, right?
Yeah.
They got married.
Mm-hmm.
And so they moved to Michigan, you said.
First, they had, I think, 2 children down there.
Before they came to America?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because your, I don't know what that would make you. 2 relatives are down in Costa Rica.
What do you mean?
They live down there. her offspring.
Oh, like the two kids. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they're Costa Rican.
Yeah, they stayed down there.
No wonder why I have an interest to go to Costa Rica. I had an inkling lately to like want to go to Costa Rica, and that's funny. That's interesting. But so then from there, so they had 2 kids before they came, but they brought the kids into America with them.
No, they stayed down there.
Oh, they left them out there.
Yeah.
So who stayed with the kids?
I think her family, my grandmother's family.
So her mother stayed with her children while she came to America
Yep.
with my great grandfather.
Yes.
Oh wow, that's interesting. I wonder why they couldn't take their kids. It was probably hard back in those days, right? Like in America.
Mm-hmm.
Especially them being 2 different races already. It's already hard, right? Because he's British, she's Nicaraguan. There's already a conflict there, European and Spanish. And there's always been a conflict there. So they go to Michigan, you said. And that's when they gave birth themselves?
Yeah, they had
Because the 2 kids she had was her own already?
your grandmother.
No, it's my great grandmother.
No, that would be your grandmother.
Maria de la Cruz Bandera is-
No, that's your great grandmother.
Right.
And they had your grandmother there in Michigan. Then they moved to Nebraska.
Okay, so my great grandmother and my great grandfather, after they moved to America from Nicaragua, they gave birth to my grandmother
Yes.
in Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, her journey from Michigan. Now, from your recollection, was she mostly in the parents' lives, or was she like did her own thing?
She always lived with them.
Oh, she always lived with them.
Yep.
Okay. In those times, I can see that. Like, you know what I mean?
Family was family back then.
Right, right.
Family stuck together.
And she took. Where did the Webster name come? Did she take the
Now-
white man's name, or
When they moved to Nebraska,
that's when they changed the name?
okay.
Okay, hold on. Before we get there, all right. So my great grandmother gave birth to my grandmother in Michigan, and now my grandmother went to Colorado. Correct?
Nope, Nebraska.
You said You said she met
Wait a
the
minute.
British guy in
No.
Colorado.
She met him in Nebraska. He was from Colorado.
Oh, because he was at an air base.
He was born in Colorado,
Oh, okay.
which would be your grandfather. His name was Roy Webster.
Oh, okay.
And then your great grandfather, his last name was Bacon. So
Okay. All right, so she went to
so
Nebraska.
then I was born in Nebraska.
Okay, but you told me that my grandmother went to Colorado, and that's where she met my grandfather, and then they gave birth to you in Nebraska. Yes, but they met in Colorado.
She must have went on vacation. I don't know the real history on that.
So it's vague on
Yeah,
that.
it's vague on that.
Oh, okay. Because when you told me, it sounded like you knew for sure when you first
No.
fucking told me.
No.
That's why I'm like, what?
Our family's real messed up.
Yeah, it's all over the fucking place. But yeah. So, and then from there, who was the one that had the crazy death?
Your great grandmother.
My great grandmother, the Nicaraguan woman.
Yeah.
Now this story is crazy. Go ahead and talk to them and tell them the story, like, because I thought this was quite interesting.
At the time, I was living with my stepmother, and it was my stepsister's birthday that day. They didn't want to ruin her birthday and tell me that my grandmother had died, because I had felt a present from my grandmother falling down the stairs. I felt it, and I couldn't get through to her.
When you were young?
I was 13.
And when you had like
No,
an eerie feeling
I
or
was-
something?
No, I wasn't 13. I take that back. I was 15. And they didn't let me go over there to go for the weekend or whatever.
Okay.
So then my grandmother went to church. As she came out of the church, she fell down the stairs, split her head open. Then they told me later that evening of what happened. And I'm like, that would have never happened if you didn't let me go over her and
Check
take
on
care
her.
of her. Yeah. Because it was scary going down those church stairs at that time. Now they got railings and all that kind of
Right.
stuff.
Because I'm sure a lot of old people that was happening
Yeah.
to a lot of people.
It was slippery.
So then that's when they introduced the beams. The beam! But no, that's interesting. So she cracked her head. But I remember there was some other things you were
Yeah,
telling.
in fact, I went there not too long ago. They had put new walkway where she fell. So I know exactly where she fell.
So she bled to death when she cracked her head on the stairs right there?
Not on the stairs, on the cement.
Oh, the cement?
Yeah, she fell down the stairs and hit the cement.
And that's when she
Yeah.
busted her head open? Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Yep.
So she died basically on the spot.
Yep.
See, that's some Final Destination freak accident shit. Like,
Yeah.
that's just crazy.
Yep.
And so, as a child, though, I'm like, where did the Spanish come from? Like, cause like you have the Nicaraguense. That's my great grandmother, but that's your grandmother.
Yes.
So, what knowledge do you have of her? Was she, was she a good person? Was she had a nice attitude? Was she a hermit? Was she like?
She was very outgoing. She was very friendly. She had a few friends. She lived by herself after your great grandfather died, and she would visit us all the time until my stepfather remarried.
So she would visit you guys.
Yeah.
So you had interactions with her.
Yeah.
So that's where you learned Spanish.
No, I learned Spanish by Amanda's father in Cheech.
Oh, so later in life.
Later in life.
Later not by your grandma,
No.
who's actually Spanish, but some guy that you're dating
Yeah.
is teaching you Spanish. Are you catching this?
All the bad words.
Oh my God. Yeah, you did cuss a lot of bad words when I was young and shit, like.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I was just curious, like, where the fuck is this coming from? But yeah, my sister, her father is Ralph Rodriguez. R.I.P. Salud. God bless his soul. Rest your
Yep.
body, not your soul. Yeah, my sister Amanda Rodriguez. So that's where the Spanish come from. It was influenced by him. Like he was like, what, just talking it, or you were just like mimicking it, or what?
I listened to them speak,
Yeah.
and I would say, "What is that word?"
And they teach you and you learn the words. And then it just caught on from there. Oh my God.
But in school, I took 7 years of French, and then went to try to take Spanish, and I was speaking French and Spanish because I had taken.
Did you ever
French
tell
for a
anybody, like growing up in life in school, did you ever tell anybody that you had Nicaraguan blood?
No,
You never mentioned it?
No.
Never really cared to? 'Cause
I was
back in
pretty
those-
much a loner back then.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I do remember looking at your... But you were a cute woman. You know what you were? You were probably that quiet freak girl. Like you were probably that fucking... She's quiet, but hey, she get down. Like...
No, I was very athletic. I was very much into sports.
Volleyball and shit?
No, I did volleyball. I was on varsity basketball. I did gymnastics. I did soft and fast pitch and softball. I played soccer. I learned with all the boys on my street because there was no girls.
So you were like a tomboy a little bit?
Yeah, and they taught me how to do street hockey.
Oh, I miss playing street hockey.
So-
I used to play that when I was young. I miss playing street hockey.
Yep.
Yo, with my brother, who I have no relationship with, but I miss that, yo. Back when I was young, we used to play that shit. Salute to the Padillas. That's who it was with. The Padilla family. Remember?
Yeah.
What the hell was what was his name? Joey Padilla.
Wasn't that on Bay Street?
Yeah, that was back there
Yeah.
on Main Street in Manda's friend was friend with the daughter, and Chris
Yep.
was friends with the brother.
Yep.
And I was cool with the younger brother. It was like a family friendship thing. Like it was so cool. I miss playing street hockey or in the driveway and shit. Like on some Waynesboro shit. Game on. Nah, I miss that though.
But you also played a lot of basketball.
Yeah. So I guess I get that from you, like sports and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I definitely get my creative and my artsy side from you because you're a drawer and you draw things.
And in church, I was in the chorus.
Okay. You sing?
Yeah, I sang.
I don't think I heard you sing it. You know what? I'm about to be 40, y'all. I'm about to be 40, August 1st, in like a month or so, like 2 months, month and a half. I'm about to be 40. I don't think I heard this woman sing not once in my entire fucking life. And now she gonna come out the bag talking about she sings. What are you talking about? What the fuck? What do you mean you sing?
Once in a while, I'll do
Let him hear it,
Once
no.
in a while, I'll do karaoke, but that's just for fun.
Let him hear a note.
No, I ain't.
Oh, you know what? Memory just slammed back in my brain like a dresser drawer. You know what? I remember when you and Stretch, you guys used to go make those tapes.
Yep.
The karaoke drunk tapes. Oh my god. But I couldn't base your voice on that because you're fucking blasted. Like you are just wasted on the floor like a lizard. Like just drinking. Like oh my god. My mom used to come home. Oh my god, I remember.
That's because I bartended too.
Yeah. And that was back in the days when that song, Three Little Pigs. Remember that Three Little Pig song? Oh my god, my mom used to come home. Mom made actual cassette tapes. I still remember the color of the tapes. They were blue and pink. Remember those blue and pink tapes? She made cassette tapes of them singing a karaoke.
They're in a drawer
You
somewhere.
still, oh my god. I'm gonna embarrass you one day and play that shit. I swear.
They're cassettes. You don't even find cassettes anymore.
Yeah, I know. We are in a digital different time.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the time that we're in?
I think this time right now is so messed up that the kids are suffering. Because back then when I was a kid, we went to the playgrounds. They offered all kinds of stuff for us kids. I mean, we went...
All kinds of activities.
Yeah, we went to parks and went to swim. We went on field trips. They don't offer anything unless you pay for it, like at a Boys and Girls Club.
And it's actually really hard to get kids involved in things. Like, you literally have to drag them.
You don't see playgrounds with a whole bunch of kids. Back then, there was always tons of kids at the playground. Always.
I went recruiting for battle rap, and I just went and I saw a group of kids, a group of them, and I shouted at all of them. I've been shouting at a bunch of group of kids, like, who wants battle rap? Who's down? There's like maybe 1 out of 20 that like he showed a little interest, but the rest of them were like, nah, they're too involved in like wanting to be cool and stuff, but they're so sensitive.
That's because it's the computer age and everything's
Yeah.
on your phone. So they wonder why they have neck aches because you're like this all day long. You know?
But that's why I want to get them involved in battle rap, because it will develop tough skin. You know, because back in my day, if you dished it, you better be able to take it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're going to talk shit, you better be able to get ready to hear some shit about yourself. You hear me? You know, and I think, you know what's crazy? And it's sad to say this, but I really think we need to bring bullying back. Yes,
No.
yes, and I'm gonna show you the domino effect. Why? Right? Because once we stop bullying, right, we stop letting people know the truth about themselves. Right? So people are walking around with false narratives about themselves.
First of all, we need to get rid of the president. We need to get somebody in there that really cares about the economy, who really cares about people.
Well, I'll go a step further.
And who cares about...
Fuck the president. We need to get rid of the whole administration. We need to get rid of the entire fucking party. Both parties. All the parties. The party itself.
Yeah.
We need to just dethrone them is what needs to happen.
Yeah, start all over.
You know, but it's gonna take us taking our country back. And the thing about it is, though, that's never gonna happen because the way it's designed right now, America is
Corrupt.
the land of the refugees right now.
And right now it's corrupt.
It's always been corrupt. But I mean, look at the foundation of America. It started off by thieves. Like, it's the land of the thieves. It's always been corrupt. But they turned it into, see, there was more originality. There was more people being themselves back in the day because there wasn't much fluctuation of disorientation of dramatization. Because look what happened, right? America going overseas and fucking with third world countries, and they're mad. We're taking refugees from Lithuania, you know, countries you can't even fucking spell. Like, you hear me? Like, we're taking refugees from, you know, Asian countries, European countries, African countries, South American countries, all the Latin countries. And it's like...
And not caring about our own that are here in this country.
Right, they don't give a fuck. That's because they look at it as the pool. This is the big pool. You know what I mean? This is the big pool. Those are the kiddie pools. Like over there in the other countries, those are kiddie pools.
Well, look at California. Look at all the homeless people just right there on the street.
Yeah,
You walk and
the
it's
Skid Row
horrible.
you talking about? Yeah, that shit look
Yeah.
like Zombieland. Like
Yeah.
the fact that that's even a thing is like, it's so sad. Like,
I feel bad, you know. You're not taking care of your own. They have no place to go.
yeah,
No help.
my heart goes out to people. It really does, because we live in such a day.
Critical.
Yeah.
Hypocritical.
Such dire times. Yeah, the hypocrisy level is outstanding. But like, just thinking about it though, like, cause you was born what, 1957? Look at that, see? Hey, mine like a steel trap.
There was a flood back then in West Springfield. That's when after that they built that wall.
Whoa.
It was a flood. We had a flood back then
I don't know, what wall are you talking about?
on Riverdale Road. You never noticed the wall?
Nah. You talking about by the dike?
All across, there's a cement wall.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yes. But that's crazy. So from 1957 to 2023, Mom, how is life?
I don't know. I feel for the younger generation of what's to come. If the world is still going to be here.
What advice would you give to the youth? You know, before you leave this earth, what advice would you want to give any children, anybody on earth? Go ahead, talk to them. Let them know.
Bring back the family life of being a family. People aren't family dinners anymore. I mean, everybody's just work to pay the bills, and nobody's reconnecting anymore. Like family dinners, have all the family over, helping with problems in your family. Just reconnect and
But that's
be,
tough for some people who don't.
I know.
They lost their family members, and some people don't have nobody. So what do you say to people who don't have nobody?
Look for good friends, honest people, and vent to them and ask if they want help.
So vent more.
Yeah,
Express more.
Yeah.
Express yourself more.
yeah,
People got to stop holding shit in.
yeah. Because then they explode, and that's why you get so much crime. Because they
'Cause-
don't know how to vent.
And they're venting at the wrong time, and
Yeah.
all emotions just pours
Yeah.
out.
Back then, when we were kids, we would fight with our fist, and then tomorrow we would be best friends.
You gain that
Okay.
respect after
Yeah.
fighting each other.
Yeah. Today, if we go to fight, they're shooting at each other.
They want to stab and
That's
shoot you.
permanent. Somebody, you know,
That's a life.
yeah.
You're taking
it's a
somebody's
life.
child,
Yep.
somebody's father, somebody's mother.
Yep. So, not good.
That's life's history, mi amor.
Yeah.
You know, that's life, carnal. Ya tú
Sucks.
sabes. So, any last words? say goodbye.
Bye. With my crazy hairdo.
Bye-bye. Good night. Say good night. Yeah, say good night.
Show me the way to go home.
Show me the way to go home. Boom, boom, boom. I'm tired and I wanna go
to bed.
What? I had about
a little drink or
Back.
two, and it's gone
right to my head.
Wherever we
We may go. Land or sea or phone.
You can always hear
Me singing a song. Show me the way to go home.
That's it, folks.
Oh.
That's
Ah,
it, folks.
cuídate, salud, chequeamos.
Yeah, here I am. I'm so me, man. I ain't never gonna change. I'm so me against the current I came. I'm so me. We will never be the same. I'm so me. Fuck everything that you claim.